program? Is it going to be a transported program or just personal transport?
It would be personal transportation because the city of Pleasant Grove does not have the resources to transport people. So maybe, someone can carpool or, volunteer or something like that. You had something, Ms. Lowry? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I thought she gave you the mic. I'm sorry.
No, I just blinked out.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
This is a question. I know we spoke about this last month, and I know you only have 4 street and sanitation public works employees. Who does the speeding signs or start signs? Start signs.
So that you would bring that to the city council, and then as a city council, we would go through the proper process. Because there are things you have to do. If it's a speeding sign, that may not be an issue, but if it's a stop sign, then you have to progressively, you know, take steps to
So
put that in
I live
place.
in Smithfield Forest. We do have a speeding sign coming in that says 20 miles, but coming out for residents who live in there. And Chief, I know that you guys are doing a great job, but coming out of Smithfield Forest, the residents that's coming out of there between 5:30ish in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, they're on 2 wheels. And so that's can be a problem, but there's no sign coming out. But coming in, that's, it says 20 miles, and that sign's a little rusty. But that sign is real rusty coming in. And it's probably been there since the subdivision been up. But coming out, we need another sign, I guess, to let the residents who live there
Yes, ma'am.
to recognize and say, hey, you got to slow it down coming out through the curb, and just say, because I know we all live there. I'm out in the morning. We have Steve here who they're walkers. They have the men that walk early in the morning. They have to almost be in somebody else's grass
Yes, ma'am.
on 2 wheels. And I'm not asking for extra patrol because the officers are doing a great job of patrolling. However, that don't make any sense. And I know if there's a lot of residents that live there, we shouldn't have to be on on our grass because of speeders that live there.
Yes, ma'am. So what we'll do is we'll get the information of at least a couple of addresses that may be close to where you're referring.
Very tight with staff and our perspective.
Well, we're working on that too, so. Ms. Lowry?
Councilman Brown mentioned the food bank at First Baptist Church.
Yes, ma'am.
They are open every Tuesday from 10 to 12. Last month, October, we helped over 80 people with assistance with food needs. This is adults and many, many children.
That's a blessing.
I would ask all of you to please consider just helping out. Everything that we have in that food bank is donated. And we use non-perishable items, and we do have a commercial refrigerator and freezer. And if you have anything, that it can be taken to our Family Life Center, and that will be taken over there to the ladies that work that food bank. November and December are always heavy months for that food bank. And in addition to that, we've had this government shutdown that cut down everybody's, groceries, a lot of people. So please, I personally can look up in my cabinet and pick out at any given time 2 or 3 items that I can do without. And I think everyone here can do the same.
What are the receiving hours, Ms. Lowry?
For donations?
Yes, ma'am.
Anytime that Family Life Center is open, from 8 to 5 or 8 to 7, I don't really know the hours of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
But the office will take them. The Family Life Center is where I take mine because
Okay.
they've got a box over there that we put things in.
Yes, ma'am.
But this community is big. There's some money in this community. There are people in this community that are so generous, not with just time, but with their giving. So I am challenging y'all to help this food bank out, because we do help so many people. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. What we may, okay, what we may, be able to do is gather the information of the resources of the different churches that we have in the area, and just make that a pinned post on our Facebook page, as well as, placing it out as a tab on our website. So we will do that. So if your church is in the city of Pleasant Grove and they provide resources, or your church provides resources regardless of where a person lives, if you'll please call our office, it's 205-744-1720, and provide that information, we will add it to our resource tabs or page. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is DeWitt Vincent. I'm part of Woodridge Place.
Yes, sir.
On our interests out there, I'm part of the beautification board on that in our subdivision. And I've put some few things out there already. Our lighting out there, who do we need to talk to try to get brighter lights out there, or plug or something like that?
So, we would have to establish if it's someone's private property, because sometimes even though it's the entrance to a subdivision, someone may own that property. So we need to determine that first, and then if that's the case, if that's not the case, then we can go from there. But we would have to work with our Public Works and perhaps our building inspector to determine ownership.
Okay,
And
at
if it's a-
Smithfield Forest, they have a plug out there on their entrance there, and they have lights, and I just wondering,
Well,
is
that
it
may be
poss-
something that, right, that they did
Okay,
themselves.
all right.
Right.
Okay, that's all I want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And up front here?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did the code enforcement position, or the person that did code enforcement, did he vacate his position?
No, sir, not code enforcement.
Okay.
The building inspector
Okay.
left, but we have hired someone who works part-time for us. So building inspecting is still, it still moves forward.
Okay, so we have code enforcement and building inspection.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions? Seeing or hearing none, I make a motion that we adjourn.
All right.
Y'all be safe.